This is Dana with Dana Digital Tutorials, and today I want to talk a little bit about prompt engineering and how to affect the way Midjourney creates an image. I have a series of images here of a chicken, and the biggest difference between this image or this series of images and this series is just the way I wrote the prompt. On this one here, I have always seek sunshine, sunflowers with a chicken. And here I have a chicken with sunflowers. So when I change the order of the text, if you notice here that when the sunflowers is listed first, the sunflowers become more prominent. Obviously in this one, not so much. But a lot of times you're going to see bigger sunflowers because I listed them first. The chicken is now a smaller part of the photograph that it has created, the piece of art, and the sunflowers now take prominent stage. That's not always the case, but it can have an effect. Whereas when I type chicken first, you can see my chicken is now that main subject. When I make my text more elaborate, if you were to look at this, is very, very long, and actually I do not write like that. I had ChatGPT write that for me. Now I can see that my image is a little bit different, but when we get in close, we're going to see that it struggles more with the text. So let's go in and look at these larger. So I can see my text has done a really good job here. This was the rule breaker where even though I typed sunflower first, the chicken is in the front, but the sunflower is large. And you can see here my sunflower is taking effect. My text is close, so let's go ahead and fix that text, and I'll show you how to do that. When it's a small error right here, we can use our editor and we can go in and we can just erase that entire word. We could have left just the S, so let's say we wanted to leave just the S. We can come in here and hit restore, so I'm on erase, and I can just restore that S. And that's just going to tell it, yes, I want you to put the word there, don't go put it somewhere else, and it's going to go ahead and give us some variations of that word. If I wanted it to rewrite the entire set of words, maybe I just don't like the way it's done it, I can erase the whole thing. Let's go ahead and hit submit here. And now I'm going to come in, I'm going to go back to my eraser. I can use these. I do have a video on how to erase and restore and just use the editor. So I'm going to just focus on editing the text here. But I can go ahead and make my mouse larger, and I can just erase the entire text. And a lot of times when I do this, it's also going to give me different font choices in the return because it's still in my prompt over here. If you see it right there, sorry, it's kind of hidden if you look at it there. It is still going to try to put the words in there. It is not going, I would have to change my prompt if I wanted the words to change. So I'll go ahead and hit submit. And then if I hit the back button, it'll just take me back to this image. So let's go ahead and keep looking at our choices. And when your arrows don't work, if you just kind of click in this area, then you'll be able to use your arrows. I can see this one has done a pretty good job with the words. I just don't like the way they look. So I'm going to use the editor, and I'm going to come in here and make my mouse bigger. By the way, I have a magic mouse, so I'm able to just drag up and down. But you can use this drag here if your mouse doesn't do that. So I'm just going to erase this whole area and maybe restore the chicken's head because I didn't need it to fix that. And maybe I'm going to go ahead and tell it can use this whole area. So we'll do like that, and then we'll hit submit. I like that Midjourney allows me to erase the text and it doesn't delete it because it's still in the prompt I sent, and it gives me other options. So we'll see what it does. So this one turned out great. I actually like it. Maybe I want the word sunshine bigger. So again, I can come in here and I can just erase the entire word sunshine and see if it will make it bigger. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And Sometimes I can come in here tomorrow and do that, and it'll do it tomorrow when it wouldn't do it today. So keep that in mind. So that one turned out good. This one turned out great. The text is accurate. And again, the text here is not accurate because we have the word twice. So I'm probably going to see if I can just erase all of it and get it to just put it all in that sign. It doesn't always do that, but we will try. So, but if you're going to do that, you need to erase these areas too, because if it's not allowed to work in that area, then it can't put anything in that area. So we're going to hit back, and then we'll just keep going. So this one looks good. And now you see when I get a longer prompt that sometimes it just really struggles with the text. We can try the editor, but I have found that if it is this off, typically the editor is not going to fix our problem, but we will try today on one of them at least. So we'll hit the back arrow. I'm going to click over here so that I can just keep arrowing. And I can see this one is closer, so I could use the editor, but we're not going to do that right now. But the longer my prompt, if you notice, the more errors I get in my text. It doesn't mean it won't do it. It just means you're going to probably have to run this 4, 5, 6 times and maybe on different days to get it to work. So here is our edit. So if I move my face here, you can see it says edit right there. And it did the word seek correctly. So I do like that. That's great. And it's giving me a couple of choices. So I could just pick the one that I like the most. Here's the one where I erase the entire thing. So if I get a font that I like, but it's not correct, then I can go back through that edit process to get it accurate. And I really like how it's creating a different font here. I just wish all 3 words were big like this. And I think I would probably use the editor on the Y here and the S here and just see if I can't get that to turn out better. But as you can see, when you don't like the text the first time, you can use the editor to get better choices. So this is the one where we erased the entire sign, hoping it would give us something different. And I can see that it's just not doing great, although it did here. I kind of feel like that's kind of a Gothic text, which doesn't match. But we can run this a couple of times. So when you're in the editor, let me show you here. So let's say I wanted to just do this one again, and I want this word always to be better, or it should be the word seek. I can actually hit submit 2 or 3 times here, and it will run it 2 or 3 times. So we're going to come over here, and this one turned out really good on the edit. That was the word sunshine. We were trying to get it bigger. Here I like that it's a different color. Here it's bigger and in the same color. So it did do pretty good. And it probably would have given me that word sunshine even bigger had I done a bigger edit space to allow it to move more. So here's the one where we did the sign. And you can see it's just giving us several options. I think some of them turned out really cute. I like this one, but I might edit this out a little bit. So as you can see, by using the editor, you can get your text more accurate right in Midjourney, which reduces your need to go into Photoshop to try to create text. But no matter what I did on this one with the longer prompt, it's just not giving me a good text. So in this case, I'm probably going to go with the sign that's the easiest to erase this text, and I'm going to take it into Photoshop, and I'm going to create my own text in Photoshop. So this is Dana, and I hope that this tutorial really helps you get the most out of Midjourney when creating text. Dana with Dana Digital Tutorials. Please subscribe below if you like this video and you would like to see more like this. Have a great day.